Ladies and gentlemen, babies and elephant, welcome to another new video. My name is Bosley, and today I want to bring for you guys CoC, Ice Nova, and Frostball. What? CoC? Dude, why are you still playing CoC, right? That's what everyone's talking about because of the huge nerf recently on this new patch, this new expansion. There's two major nerfs that I want to point out, and I'm going to tell you how to overcome the problem. So the nerf number one will be 10% less damage on the triggered skills. That one will be a small nerf on the damage output, but still, as you guys know, if you played CoC before, if you really scale well with the gem, the damage is still there, so you don't have to worry about that. The second thing they nerfed, which is the biggest nerf, is that all the triggering skills that triggers from Cast on Crit, you will need to pay the mana cost for the skill. Now, sorry, I need to bring back to this main screen. So you have to pay for the mana cost for the skill, which is huge. For example, if in this case, let's say I have Ice Nova here that's triggering. So the Cyclone is only costing me 1 mana to spin, right? But then when I hit and I trigger the spell, which is the Ice Nova, I still need to pay 30 mana on top of the 1 mana, so I have to pay 31 mana. So this causes a huge impact in our mana pool. But if you can get a way around it, it's still one of the best combinations in the game, no doubt. It has been here for a very long time, and I've tried it out. A few changes in the skill tree, and some Flask, and yeah, it's still up and going. If you ask me for the budget right now, because everything for CoC is so freaking cheap, I would say it is still viable. Definitely. Still very viable. And especially for less than 50C, dude. I'm telling you, it's cheap now. Get it now before the high price hikes up again. Okay? So for less than 50C, because now you can pick up a Cospress Malice for less than 10 chaos each. You can pick up a Tabula for 10 chaos each. And the rest is like few chaos here and then. It all comes up to less than 50C. So how are we going to go about? We shall start talking about this now. So we're going to start with Ascendency. Now the Ascendency, we're going the same thing. We're going for Assassin. Assassin, the main nodes you want to pick up is, the first node that you want to pick up will be Unstable Infusion to gain power charges on crit and non-crit. And it gives you additional power charge. Deadly Infusion will give us a base crit chance on the maximum power charges. So when we are on maximum power charges, we gain a base crit chance because they kind of nerfed the crit chance as well. So we really need this crit chance in order to trigger our crit as much as we can. After that, you want to pick up Ambush and Assassinate. So what does this do? This one gives us a huge chunk of critical chance against the enemies when on full life. So when you are running around in the map, right? Most of the enemies, the packs that are over there, before you approach them, they are all on full life, right? So you want to trigger the first initial hit to crit, and then it will follow up all the crits whenever you can trigger. So this one gives us a huge chance to crit, so it allows us to crit and trigger our skills almost all the time. Okay, so after that, last thing you want to pick up is Opportunistic. So this one gives us additional 25% more damage when you're bossing or single targeting a rare or unique enemy. Now, the reason why I skipped Mistwalker, because you can easily gain Elusive from the skill tree. The only problem with this is, this one is based on crit, so you gain Elusive when you're on crit, but this one is getting Elusive on kill. So the problem is when you go for bossing, there won't be any on-kill effects going on because you're still fighting the boss. Therefore, you won't be getting the elusive effect most of the time, especially for bosses like Cyrus, when they have no trash mobs. But if you're killing like normal map bosses that has like trash mobs around the boss, you'll still be able to get the elusive effect when you're fighting the boss. So it's still not the worst. So I'll rather skip this and get this node so I can get a lot more, a huge chunk of damage for my damage output. So that is the Ascendancy. The next thing we want to talk about is the gear choices. Now the gear choices, how can we get it for less than 50 chaos? So I was very, very surprised. I kind of not want to do CoC this league because of the nerfs. And then I realized, like, dude, this is too good to pass. Like, Cospress Malice is so freaking cheap. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try. Okay. And yeah, it worked. It worked pretty well, I would say. I'm very happy with my investment and the results of what it has been delivered for me. So less than 10 chaos each, you get 2 Cosmos Malice, so you can trigger a lot of skills there. But yeah, you still need to pay for the mana cost. That's why you cannot reserve that much mana compared to a lot of other builds out there before. But still, it's pretty okay. So hear me out. Helmet, you just get any life resist helmet. Possible if you get a helmet enchant, you don't need it. If you get it, it's good. You want to get no witnesses getting on the amulet. Now, I mentioned this before, but in case you guys don't know, you don't really have, because if you want to anoint this node on the amulet by using the oils, it's going to cost you a lot of currency. You have to buy a golden oil, the violet oil, and the orange oil, or whatever this is called. So it's going to cost you like, what, 50, 60 chaos just to anoint this on your amulet. So there's a cheaper way to do this, right? So I'm going to tell you the trick now. Just go on to your trade site, like PoE Ninja. Okay, just go on to any trade here, and it'll bring you to the PoE official PathOfExile trade website, right? So here you just go to the main screen and just clear everything off, clear all the filters off. Okay, the first thing you want to do here is you go to the filter, you type in allocate, allocate, okay, and then after that, allocates, okay. So click the first one. Here you just put in no witnesses, all right, and then you just search. Look, 1 chaos, 1 chaos. 1, 1, 1. You can get an amulet. You just need to find out what prefix and suffixes you need, find the right one and buy it. So it's like, it's pretty decent. Like, you can get, if you're really, you're kind of low on budget and stuff like that, dude, this is cheap, right? So it's like 1 chaos, 1 chaos, 1 chaos. Yeah, you can get this for like, let's give a 5 chaos budget on the amulet, right? So yeah, it's still cheap, right? So that's how you get the anointment and the amulet for your build. That's the cheapest way to do it, okay? So that's how I get my amulet. Again, here is mostly of, you want to get accuracy on your accessories as well, because you need your accuracy to hit. You need to hit in order to crit. In order to crit, in order to trigger. So you need to hit, right? So you got to get your hit rate really high. Your hit rate comes from accuracy and precision. I have precision running is on level 12 precision. At the moment now, it gives me about 98%. I want to get it to 100% crit chance, but chance to hit, but it's still okay, still viable. So you want to get accuracy on your rings if you can, at least on one of the ring. As much gears as you can. If you can get accuracy, that'll be great. Life and resist, same thing. Okay, this ring, you want to get frostbite on hit on the ring. Okay, again, how much is the frostbite on hit is going to cost me? Okay. Let's do the same thing over here. Just type frostbite on hit. And then here, item category, you just put in ring. Okay? And then you search. Same concept. Find for the cheapest one. 3 alchemy, 2 chaos, 2 chaos. Find something that suits your build and whatever that you're short of. Get it. Less than 5 chaos as well. Cheap. 5 plus 5, 10 chaos. 10, 10, 20, 30, armor 40, here and there. Everything else, cheap. The gloves, you want to try to get this one. So you want to get this one with the, what do you call it, incursion mod. That gives you increased damage with hits against chilled enemies. Because we are chilling the enemy all the time. You want to get this one, and it gives us cold resistances as well. Accuracy on the armor, the glove as well. And some life and some resist, okay? On the belt, you want to get cooldown recovery rate. So cooldown recovery rate, what does it do? It allows us to trigger a lot faster on our skills, so you can trigger more times of the skill. Sorry for my bad English. You can trigger more of the Ice Nova every time you crit. Okay. For more detail on how to crit, how the CoC mechanic work, I'm pretty sure YouTube has a lot of videos that explains how it works. So I'm not going to explain that one here. And on the boots, it's going to be like move speed, resist, and life. Same thing. Mainly accuracy on the gear, if you can. The anointment, which is no witnesses. Frostbite on hit. Life, resist. All good. Okay, that is the gear choice. Now, the skill gem. The skill gem has nothing too fancy over here. There's still a lot of space here that you can put in, or a lot of different combinations that you want to do. But these are the main skills that I'm just going to talk about. Anything else, you can experiment yourself, you can try it out yourself, or you can even look at other people's build and try it out. So, how does this work? I'm just going to give you a very brief information on how CoC triggers, just in case you guys have never played a CoC before, or you just forgot, just forgotten how CoC works. So how it works is, it triggers from the left skill to the right skill, and the left skill to the right skill, and the left gem to the right gem. It triggers from top to bottom, okay? So let's say I have Ice Nova here, Frost Bolt here. Okay, which is, yeah, this is a support gem, so it doesn't count. So Ice Nova, Frostbolt, Ice Nova, Frostbolt, Ice Nova, Frostbolt. That's how it triggers, okay? That's how it alternates. Now, if you have more than one skill, like for example, like I have Ice Nova, Frostbolt here, and I have Frost Bomb here. So how does it trigger? What's the sequence? The sequence is it triggers Ice Nova first, and then trigger Frostbolt, and then it will trigger Frost Bomb. And then down, and then you repeat again. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So that's how the CoC triggers, okay? So here I have Ice Nova triggering with Frost Bomb and increased critical strikes, so that I can allow my Ice Nova to crit more often. On the other weapon will be Frostbolt with Elemental Focus and added cold damage for more DPS boost. This one mainly is for clearing off the remainings or just single target bossing, okay? For the auras, I'm using Hatred, Herald of Ice, and Precision. For the mobility, I'm using Flame Dash linked with Arcane Surge, so you can get Arcane Surge to get more spell damage. For defensive layer, I'm using Immortal Call with cast on damage taken, and also I'm using Stone Golem to give me more life regen when I'm doing my maps or single targeting. You can use any other golem. You can use Ice Golem for crit, you can use Lightning Golem for attack speed, but I would suggest either use Ice Golem or Stone Golem for either defense or offense, depending on what situation you're in. So the main gem links will be same, right? Cyclone triggering with cast on when damage taken. So cast on crit, not cast when damage taken, my bad. Cast on crit with Cyclone, triggering the Ice Nova and Hypothermia, which allows the enemy to get chill and freeze the enemy. Cold damage for more DPS, and Inspiration to reduce the mana cost, and also gives us more elemental damage and more crit chance. So this is the main sixling of the skill. Next, we're going to talk about the Flask choices. Now, the Flask choices is pretty straightforward. We want to have the Life Flask with immunity to bleeding and corrupt the blood. The Crit Flask. So the Crit Flask, the Diamond Flask, I'm just using the Remove Burning or immunity to ignite. And I have this, I'm just playing around with the new currency that I've never used before, which is the Instilling Orb and the Enkindling Orb, okay? So it kind of adds like a prefix on the flask. This one will automatically use when you hit a rare or unique enemy. It will not if it's already on effect. So it will just trigger for you automatically. It will just help you out. As Ziri's promised for more damage output and some leech. Quicksilver Flask for immunity to chill and freeze. And it will automatically use when I become chilled. So it helps out. And Life Flask. So this is the key component on what you call overcoming that problem of the mana issue with triggering skills needing to pay for the mana cost. So you have to make sure you get this particular modifier, which is Flask effect, is not removed when unreserved mana is filled. That means when the mana is filled up over here, the Flask effect still goes on, and whenever you use the skills, it goes down, it will still go back up. Okay? So this is very, very important. Without this one, you will 100% definitely have mana issues with the mapping or bossing. This is the key for us to keep playing CoC like how we love playing it. Okay. Next up, we're going to talk about the Pantheons. Now the Pantheons is straightforward for mapping, just Lunaris, for bossing Solaris. And I'm just using Rislada for some life charges, or you want to use Garukan for some evasion on attack hits. Up to you, whichever you want. Okay. Bandits definitely helping Alira for the crit multi and resistances. And last but not least, the skill tree. Now, the skill tree here is pretty simple. We're going to start from Shadow, which will be here. So there will be a few changes from my previous CoC builds. You start from here, and then you go up and pick up Blood Siphon first. And then after that, you might want to move down here for coordination and then get Depth Perception for the accuracy and crit chance. And then pick up Blood Drinker for life and life leech. Pick up Infuse here for power charges. And then you can move down here, and I have Acrobatics and Face Acrobatics. Now, because of my low amount of life that I have right now, I'm not that high level yet, I'm still like 84. Still have a lot more to go. And my gears are pretty shit, it's still like less than 50 chaos. I would say very confidently, with this current setup, with 50 chaos budget, you can definitely go up to at least tier 9 to tier 10 maps, okay? Anything beyond that, you will find it difficult. You will die sometimes, you will find situations where you can't kill the boss, etc. But hey, you're paying, you're paying for you get what you pay for, right? So the defensive layer we're getting here is from the acrobatics and face acrobatics, which gives us dodge, attack, and spell dodge. Down here we pick up Heartseeker for crit multi, and then Herbalism for life, and then this is what we want. So now, when we channel, right, we get stunned. So we need some sort of stun immunity. So this one gives us 30% chance to avoid being stunned while channeling. Here's like 30%. 10% and 10%, so that 30, 10, 10, that's 50%. And on here, I get 40% avoid being stunned, so I got 90% chance to avoid being stunned. So that pretty much sums up on our way of not getting stunned while we're channeling. So this is very important, so you make sure you want to pick up this node over here. And it also gives you some chance to dodge attack hits, and also gives you attack speed and damage. Yep. And then after this part here, you want to move up, and then you want to pick up Arcane Expense. So this one gives us increased area effect. So all these nodes here is going to give us increased area effect. That's why we can get a huge Ice Nova area effect. So it's quite important. So make sure you want to pick this up. And some spell damage as well, which scales with our DPS output. Throw Seeker for crit multi. And then this one I mentioned before, Lucidity. So this one, channeling skills have minus the mana cost, increased damage, and also avoid being stunned. And then Deep Wisdom for some mana intelligence, so that we can pick up this node Heart and Soul here for some life and mana, because we need some mana for the build as well. Yes, you may think that it's going to cost you a few skill points here and there, but if you are a CoC lover just like me, you will not mind paying for the price, okay? Going up here, Blast Radius for more increased area effect. Now, all these nodes here are for the area of effect again. And then here will be some crit multi for the spells. And then after that, another power charge. And then from Cruel Preparation, move up here for this one is Life and Resist. Move up here, you want to pick up all the nodes here because it's based on our power charges, so it gives us a lot of DPS output. And then move down here, pick up Arcane Potency for this one for crit chance and crit multi for spells. Pick up all the life nodes over here for life, and then another power charge node over here. Now moving forward, this is up to level 84. If you're moving forward from here, going up to level 95, I assume, you want to continue moving all the way here, pick up, and then you want to pick up Light of Divinity. So it gives us spell damage and crit chance for spells. And then you want to pick up Discipline and Training. So this one gives us more life. Will bring us up to about 3.5, 3.6k based on whatever we're wearing right now. Okay. And then you can move down here and all the way. And lastly, you want to pick up Constitution for more life as well. So basically, we are focusing a bit more on survivability at this point from the skill tree. And based on your DPS output, you want to get Watcher's Eye. You want to get the Militant Faith. Was it? Yes, Militant Faith Timeless Jewel, so that you put in here, and then you'll pick up Pain Attunement. It will convert into Inner Conviction. So Inner Conviction will give us 3% more spell damage per power charge. Okay, so that's how you want to scale further from here onwards. Okay, that's how I'm going to scale basically. And yeah, it's a very quick overview and build guide for a really budget build and CoC. I do not want to give up on my CoC playstyle. I absolutely love seeing everything shatter in front of me in my screen. It always brings me joy, and I hope it brings you joy as well. So overall, pros and cons is, yeah, pros is you can play his CoC again. Secondly, it's always fun to play CoC because you can shatter everything in your screen and you chill enemies, slow them down. What's not fun about that, right? And great mapper. But the cons, I would say, is survivability and the mana cost. Because of the mana cost, you will need to sacrifice some skill points, even a Flask slot. But hey, I love CoC, and I hope you like it too. So if you have any suggestions, if you have any better ideas that you want to comment, please drop a comment down below. If you like my content, you like my build guides, please like and share my video. Also consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps and support us as a YouTuber to grow more and bring more beautiful content for you guys. And I hope you guys have a very wonderful week and a day ahead. I hope I see you guys on the next video. Peace out.